with the microphone. So I'm sorry I was not there yesterday because one of my children was sick, so I was not able to be here yesterday. So yes, I will present you the rest of the platform. So yesterday you've got the presentation of the drones platform and also the humanoid platforms. So we have Domotic House. I don't know if they make a tour, if you have made a tour, so you've seen it, I think. So the entire space is covered with motion capture. There are 4 rooms with furniture and stuff like that. So we can study there assistive and interactive robotics, personal robotics, and so on. So of course in this domestic house we've got robots. So we've got several models of robots, 2 Pier2 robots, 1 Pepper, 2 Kuka arms mounted on mobile platform, and 1 wheeled platform for multisensory perception. So I will come back to this platform later. And what we're doing with this platform is mostly human-robot interaction, motion planning, task planning, navigation, and so on. So concerning the Pier2 robots, so it's the basic one with some a Kinect 2 also. We run ROS Kinetic on this platform, and so we use what is available for the platform, such as Pier2 controllers, localization, and motion planning with MoveBase and MoveIt. We've got also local work on human-aware motion planning and task planning, and also situation assessment that we can make available if needed. So programming skills to work on this platform is to know Linux and a bit of Python or C++ for ROS. Basic knowledge will depend on the application, depending if you want to do navigation or manipulation and so on. So it's the same for the basic training package. So most of the Pier2 package are well documented on GitHub or on the ROS wiki. We've got also our own wiki where we have some documentation. Sorry for that. And so regarding the operational constraint, as it has already been said, it's needed that at first the task will be very well defined before coming, and it's possible to run most of the Pier2 software and simulation, not with MoveIt, with Gazebo before coming. So it could be a good way to interact, I think, with the person before coming. And we can provide, one engineer can provide help here at LAAS for the person. Regarding the Pepper robot, so we do not have much development on this platform. So here what SoftBank give us as information. So what is possible? So they've got this Naoki interface. There is a ROS stack available for Pepper, but it is not maintained by SoftBank Robotics. So it's an issue sometimes because when there are bugs, it's difficult to correct them. It's possible also to simulate the robots through Choreograph, and also for people who are not used to programmation, to program the robot with Choreograph. So for skill requirements, it would be needed to know a bit of Naoki or Python or C++ for ROS, but also through Choreograph. It's kind of MATLAB-like with Box. So about methods, so it depends also of the application. There are several limitations with this robot. So for navigation, do not count to do more than 2 or 3 methods because the sensors are very bad, and so it's difficult to do either localization and also navigation because the sensors are too restrictive and and so obstacle avoidance is very bad. The same for tabletop manipulation. In fact, the arm of the robot has this kind of form. So when you want to take something, it's not easy. So endeavor could be possible, and more what I would say entertainment stuff, such as speaking and stuff like that. Regarding the operational constraint, I would say it would be good to prepare the software with choreograph in advance. We've got problem with the Wi-Fi connection of this robot, so we use the robot with an Ethernet cable coming from the top. There is no remote emergency button because when you push the button on the robot can fall down. So we have to take care about that. So the robot is not dangerous by itself, but you need to take care when you handle it. So it's a robot we can let people use it, but just so it's not mandatory that an engineer is here all the time. So we've got also this platform, which is a platform that has been developed first in the framework of the 2 Years project. So it was a European project. So it's a neobotics platform with a camera head and a torso. So the head is entirely motorized. And there are also C-classes on the platform that enable us to do navigation. So there is also a simulation available for the head torso, and from the 2 Years project, they have a bunch of software related to binaural perception and audio streaming. So with this platform, you could be able to combine binaural perception with navigation. So what is nice also with this platform is the platform is very silent, very quiet. So you can do release things with perception. So it's Linux, Python, etc. And so to use this platform, it's better to know about audio perception. And 2 Years project code are available and documented on their website. The last in the robots we've got, so it's Kuka arms. So in fact now the 2 Kuka arms we've got are mounted on a neobotics platform. So we've got a navigation stack and also something that have been developed at LAAS, a soft motion library enable us to have a nice manipulation, which is synchronized with all the platform. Skill requirements are also Linux, Python, C++ for ROS, and all the other stuff. So the same, it's needed to well define the task before coming, and for safety reason for this robot, the presence and the help of one local engineer is needed, always for this kind of harm stuff. So now I will come to our outdoor robots. So we've got these three robots with a bunch of perception, GPS, and Wi-Fi connection. It enables us to do stuff like environment exploration, field robotics, and so on. Just to give an example, so we've got, for example, Mini, which is a Segway-based robot with a gyroscope, 3-camera stereoscopic bench, and two camera stereoscopic bench also, and Velodyne, and Momo, which is a Sterela formal platform, which also embedded PC running Linux, and gyroscope, LIDAR, and GPS, and so on. Software environment are genome and some ROS components. We can have ROS compatibility at all points. Skill requirements are also Linux, and basic knowledge about methods will depend also of the task. What needs to be known is that the hardware configuration and software software stack for these robots are not plug and play. So, which is good because we can adapt if you need this sensor or another one. But that needs to be defined beforehand, and we need some work to adapt the robot if needed. Regarding operational constraints, we need at least 2 people to operate the robot. We do not have a real test field at LAAS, so it would be needed to make arrangement with partners to access the test field. And one of these robots will be equipped with front arms next year. And I think I'm done. Thank you.